All right, in this game for the first round, we got K-pop Stop on the purple side, and we have Cry 09 on the blue.
All right, this is Corsair. Today, we have to switch up the caster stakes as one of them backed out. So let's introduce yourself.
I'm Prophet. I'm actually playing in a tournament. Just lost first round.
All right, so far for the bands, got Lucian, Jarvan, Olaf, Shyvana. Shyvana, the top laner for the blue team does play Shyvana a lot. He plays a lot of Shyvana and Renekton, so Renekton will most likely be banned as well. Lucian is a really strong AD right now, so I expect him to be banned pretty much every game or picked. Olaf, haven't seen too much of him. He did get reworked, so a lot of people were skeptical of whether it was good or bad, but it seems to be
going pretty good so far from what I've seen out of Olaf.
And the Thresh ban is just because he's Thresh. First pick going for that Annie. Could be going support or mid laner, but I prefer to see it support. I really like Annie support. It's really
with the new patch, I'm definitely finding the AP mids are very strong as supports with the increased gold income.
Yeah, and then we also have the Ezreal picked up for the first AD carry. Again, he's a caster ADs tend to do a bit more in the current meta. And then the strong jungler of Elise that I'm a big fan of. And actually Warwick being picked up and Cho, I like to see. I have no idea who they're going to be picked, but I'm really surprised that Warwick's being picked.
I have not seen a Warwick in a long time.
He could be going mid, top, or jungle, but I doubt he'd be going mid. Most likely top or jungle, but depends on what this pick is. Riven?
This guy's being funky.
Yeah. Probably going to be picking Renekton. Nope, Sivir. Sivir is actually a very strong AD carry. She's not that strong, but she's pretty good.
The change to her spell shield definitely seemed to have made her a better pick.
Yeah.
Lane. So it's definitely going to help her against Ezreal.
Yeah, any like high poke ability champion, Sivir actually does really well with all the mana gain. I'm kind of curious what support they're going to be playing.
I'm hoping to see some Zyra.
Oh, Leona. I like to see that. But they really got to make sure that spell shield's down before they can go in on her.
Definitely.
I'm really a fan of the Elise pick. She can just build straight tanky pretty much.
And her burst damage is so ridiculous.
All of her percentages, and then she just blows people out of the water. And the Renekton pick, of course. It's going to be, pretty sure that's going to go through. I'm not too, that is. Renekton, again, is a very strong pick. He again, can go pretty tanky and still do stupid amounts of damage.
If he gets ahead early game, his zoning potential is just crazy.
Ooh, and the Jace pickup, that's gonna be a bit interesting. Do you know what position do you play?
I normally play top or jungle.
All right, so how's the matchup going to go between Jace and
Renekton? It's a tough call. Renekton should be able to zone him especially if he starts Doran Shield, but I've actually just seen Jace in the last game I played go AD carry and AD carry go top, so I'm not too sure what's going on yet. And then we have a Vlad as well, so he could be going top.
Okay. So Vladimir's going to be going mid most likely, and jungle Warwick. Ooh, the Ziggs. I really like Ziggs right now. He has so much damage to him, and he has pretty good escape with his bomb. Not his bomb.
So we're going to have a strong
C4.
kill lane, bot lane with Annie with Ignite, it seems.
Ooh, yeah. Especially if Annie can get that. Well, Annie's going to have to wait for that stun to get on the Ezreal's. Ezreal's got to stay away from the bush, most likely, and just try to keep far away as he can. Then they should be fairly safe in that lane, I feel. For the mid lane, Vlad versus Ziggs. Haven't seen too much Vlad mid in a couple years. He's more of a top laner now. When Vladimir hits sustain with his Q, I think it is, it doesn't really... Well, he has a very hard time early game. Until he gets level 9 and he gets that max stacks, then he starts to sustain very well and have a lot of poke with it.
Even just when he gets his revolver, if he can get a kill early game and get that revolver, he can zone incredibly.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough call.
All right, for the junglers, Warwick. I don't know about Warwick. I think this guy might not have too many champions under his belt quite yet. If he might be a bit newer, but Warwick isn't that great until he hits level 6. Like, his ganks are very weak unless the guy in lane has a stun, but...
Yeah, maybe it seems that these lanes feel quite confident in not losing their lanes, and they can give Warwick good time to farm and get 6, just as the solo lanes do.
Yeah. Keep going. I gotta go talk to him.
Well, the team comps look pretty good. K-pop Stop seems to have a pretty tanky AP team here, especially if we're getting Annie with the Rod of Ages bot lane, which I've been seeing a lot lately. But the Renekton versus Vlad match is definitely going to be... Oh, no. It's probably going to be Jace versus Renekton. Many things can happen. This is going to be interesting. Warwick, weak early game to the jungle invade, so let's see if Elise can, and their team, Cryo9, is going to do some fancy jungle invading here. They can definitely go steal red.
All right. Everyone's being so loud in this room.
Oh, there's multiple games going on behind us right now.
Yeah, there's 3 going on right now. Some of them are getting set up, but...
So what lane do you normally play?
Oh, I'm a mid laner for the most part.
And what are you thinking about the Ziggs Vlad matchup here?
Ziggs Vlad, I don't know about with the Vlad. He hasn't been played mid too much in a very long time. Whenever I see a Vlad, I just go Malice Heart and completely destroy him. But I don't know.
Ziggs definitely has the range, so he can stay safe CS and poke and punish Vlad at any time he's trying to go for CS.
Yeah, that's true. Especially with the auto attack capabilities of the Ziggs, with his passive, and his abilities are they cast some of them and they move fairly quickly, so they are pretty hard to dodge. Mm-hmm. It's really going to come down to Vlad being able to use his pool, especially right when he needs to dodge an ult or killing blow or something. He needs to not be able to waste that. But Yov, that's going to be playing in the mid lane, he is skilled enough that he should be fine in this matchup, unless it is like a hard counter or something, which I doubt it is. But
it's going to be interesting. Cryo9 definitely is going to have to be careful early game, because that Elise is going to be ganking quite a lot before Warwick can get on the board.
Yeah, and Elise is a very strong early ganker.
Definitely.
Especially if she finds the Warwick in the jungle. I feel that Warwick would die fairly quickly.
Yep, we'll see how good their team coordination is.
Yeah, Blistatrex, he has picked up Elise within the last couple weeks, so it should be pretty strong at this point of the game, or for how much he's been playing her.
Pool party Renekton, I think they're going to win just from that.
I like the Death Blossom Elise, but I don't know why he's not playing the championship one. Or is that out yet?
It's out, yeah.
Oh, I haven't even seen it yet.
Victorious?
Oh, yeah, Victorious.
No, that's too mainstream for Bliss Dash tricks.
Yeah.
All right,
now we're into the game. Here you go. I got to start moving people around.
Sounds good. Game started. It's looking like Vlad may be going top with the Dorange shield here. No. Interesting pick for a Dorange shield going mid.
All right, looks like the red team's going to be heading over to that mid area. They are pinging just to defend their blue buff, which Elise pretty much needs at the start of the game. Renekton's actually going to be heading top, making sure there's going to be no evades under their red buff. As soon as Elise gets double buff, you can just go pretty much kill whoever she wants.
Yeah, once Elise gets double buff, she's probably going to be looking for the gank top lane.
Yeah, and Elise was able to see Yov in that bush with her spider. That's what I really like about that ability. It does a lot of... Well, you need that for the first ability to take out the blue buff. And it's really good for early game, just being able to throw it into bushes, keep fishing.
Yeah, you definitely, especially level 1 and high end play, you don't want to face check. So the spider is good utility.
And Warwick and Jace are just going to hover over here, make sure that they're not going into their blue buff. Warwick pretty much needs that. A lot of his sustain comes from his abilities, from his Q in his early game jungling, and obviously with his passive as well. But actually, Elise is the only one that's picking up the sweeping lens. Last game we saw one of the supports take it, which you sacrifice a bit of the vision from being able to ward yourself, depending on what you build with it. But I like the sweeping lens for a support to take. And it makes it, especially with the Elise jungle, how strong Elise is at killing people early game. And if they can just keep the wards down, can be very good for a red team.
Yeah, I definitely think that's a good call on their part. It looks like we got a... Oh, wow, bot lane is taking red buff over. Interesting strategy. It looks like they're going to definitely go for a kill lane bot lane with the Sivir red buff, Annie Ignite.
Yeah, Annie, she also is a very strong early game with her abilities with that stun especially. Like you were saying, the mid laners are starting to be played bot lane just for their amount of damage, and Annie's already sweeping down. No, she's going to throw up that ward and just go back to the lane safely. All right, top lane, not too much happening. Renekton did get a bit of an advantage early game. He is 3 up, but that can be changed very soon.
Yep, interesting choice. Warwick starting to go for that new jungle mob. I think he's going to go for an early gank top.
Yeah, hopefully he'll be able to get it. So that'll be a big waste of time. Oh, not coming. Kodak Alchemist will be able to just get out of here, no problem. There's not too much they can do with the amount of abilities. There's no, there's no CS, not CS. There's no crowd control under their belt, or else that would have been a kill if they even had one. Yeah,
Warwick also queued a minion there, so...
He's just going to stay in here for a bit and get some gold, I guess.
Bot lane, we got a miss on the Sivir. Close call, a nice little ward battle going on with the new trinkets.
Yeah, everyone using their trinkets fairly well. The only one that hasn't used theirs yet is Ez. Oh yeah, he is the only one that hasn't used his. And the red one from Elise, obviously, just making sure she gets that in the right spot.
I usually forget to buy my trinkets still, so good on them. Jungler's just sticking top.
Yeah, and Ziggs is actually heading up for a kill. They are starting to back away. They did get that Mia in there. And Elise needs to get to her jungle right away.
Sivir barrier baited. Ezreal's dead.
Oh, yeah. Didn't quite catch that. And the Annie does pick up the kill. That really is going to help her early game burst. And she flashes and gets the double kill. That's going to be a lot of trouble for their bottom lane. And Renekton and Jace actually a little bit of a brawl. Nothing's going to happen with that.
Jace is running out of mana now, so this is where Renekton should start zoning him.
Yep.
Except Warwick's coming for the rescue. Warwick definitely, I think he should be sticking to the jungle to get 6 as fast as he can.
Yeah, that's when he really starts to get really powerful. But the Elise should either be helping top all the time or I feel that she should just be roaming, getting all the jungle creeps. Just trying to get as much levels as possible. But with minion wave pushing this far, she kind of needs to stay around the top area.
Yeah, Renekton seems to be doing fine, and he's not too bad at CSing under his tower, so... at least definitely sticking mid or taking enemy jungle farm would be the optimal decision right now.
All right, for the mid lane, the CS is only 2 apart right now. Doesn't look like there's too much poke going on other than that Ziggs' mana is below half. He's going to have to start considering that a bit more. Now open up opportunities for Yav to do some pretty good poke. All right, bottom lane, again, the red team did give up a double buff to Annie. Annie did go back, and she picked up a blasting wand. Already at 6, she's at 66 AP, and they got to be super careful when her stun's up, not to get stunned.
She got it up right now.
Yeah.
She's looking for the kill. She's fishing for it.
Especially when she gets Tivers, it's going to be so much damage. Last tournament, one of the supports actually played Annie, and it worked wonders through their team. It was pretty much... It was playing the first game, then it was banned all throughout the rest.
It's looking like this mid lane is going to be more so of a farm lane.
Yeah, there's not too much killing potential other than Ziggs has quite a bit, but a gank actually coming up top lane. Sorry, I missed that. Merrick missing his ball onto Renekton. Renekton is just going to be able to get out of there again, no problem. I'm still not too sure why Warwick is sticking top. He is level 5. Actually, Elise hasn't been doing too much herself. Sorry about the background noise. And yeah, she's not ahead over Warwick at all. Both of them are going to go back, and they do see this. And did you get the bind? Jace, both of them forced to stay here. And it looks like they're going to try something here a little bit.
Bot lane, Fox and Micro Derp's doing a good job zoning Ezreal from the CS and experience. They're going to have a tough lane now that Annie is pretty fed.
Yeah, and Ziggs is going to either ward or head up top. He's probably just going to throw the ward in there. Or he's going to... Oh, no, he's going to throw the bottom brush. Because he already has that free ward over here.
I like the strategy that Warwick is also keeping up in level just by farming that new jungle mod and going top. It's definitely going to hinder Jace's performance but from stealing the CS. So I'm curious how that's going to pan out for Renekton.
Elise is level 6. Warwick still has half a level to go, so... Warwick is probably going to take this blue buff. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I can actually say it's working out fairly well for them. Warwick is going to get a lot of experience just from getting, especially with the blue buff. He doesn't need to give him to Vlad. Vlad really doesn't need the cooldown. Sorry we missed that. Yuv actually almost died.
Yeah, Vlad just pulled the Zig ult and almost got killed by the Q. Now looks like Zig's just going to get a free tower. No, just denying the CS and going bot lane for a gank.
Yeah, their bottom lane really needing help right now. Again, they gave 2 kills to Annie. She's one of the... I don't know if you'd want that on the Sivir or the Annie. Most probably the Annie, but still, it ain't good either way. And red team realizing that they're going to be going back, and after getting that blue buff to Elise, they're just going to go right for the dragon and give themselves a good extra lead. And this will give everyone... Is it 240 gold now, or
I'm not too sure with the new change.
I think it's definitely over 200.
It definitely.
Oh, it's 150 right now.
The game up with that dragon, so good call with that Ziggs.
Yeah. Oh, I guess it scales later instead of just giving a flat amount, which is nice for teams that rely on dragon or focus that dragon a bit more. And the Warwick actually able to counter jungle, and be able to take up that red buff away from the Elise. And it looks like a dive's going to be coming. No, he's just going to do more counter jungle. I thought that Jace was in a bit different position.
Yeah, they're still keeping that red buff bot lane on that Sivir. Ezreal's not having a good time this game.
No, not at all. The good thing is though, he is staying up in CS. He is only down by 10. Sivir, I don't know if they're trying to.
Warwick and Renekton engaging top lane.
Renekton actually already blowing his ult, but he's gonna... I don't know if he's gonna be able to 2v1 quite yet. But yeah, they're just gonna run away. Elise and Ziggs are both en route. Actually, Brood War and Yuv are gonna do a little bit of damage back and forth. No, Brood War's just gonna take 1 Q himself, and Renekton at least jumping in here, not being able to get anything done. And they're gonna close on Yuv right now. Oh, they're not. I thought they would have, and Blitztrix looking like he does get to bind onto that. He's going to be taking a lot of damage. Here comes the ult coming from Ziggs, just barely missing the Warwick. Just get out of there, and Blitztrix.
Vladimir ignite on Ziggs. He's keeping him low. Oh, flashes for the kill.
The abilities didn't go off. With the flash, the abilities didn't go off on this.
Stuff going on everywhere. Bot lane almost dies from the Sivir Q. They're probably just gonna take the tower.
Wow. Yeah, it was probably so sour. I know Flash did cleanse. I wish it did that all the time. Most likely. I'm pretty sure that would have killed him too.
Oh, looks like a gank coming up right here.
Oh, I'm missing the bind. He cannot be missing those. Kodiak does go down, and Blitztrix isn't going to be able to do anything more here. You really need to be landing those binds to keep them under the turret. Or just landing them in general. That really makes her so powerful.
Bot lane brought up to the mid for the extra. They're going for towers.
Yeah, Brood War is able to pick the build. He is able to clear waves fairly effectively with Ziggs. He has pretty low. He has pretty low cooldowns, and he has quite a bit of clear under him. Klopper. Yeah, it's Klopper. Klopper does come mid. Nothing going bottom. Or now they're going to head bottom, but their lane is already pushing. And by the time they get there, there's going to be a bunch of CS lost.
Ezreal's starting to fall behind in CS, so he needs to get to that bot lane and try to catch up as best he can before the enemy bot gets there to zone him. Elise seems to be forced to stick top because that Warwick is just harassing that Renekton non-stop.
Yeah, Blitztrick's using that ward. The new totem fairly effectively picking up that ward and should be able and keep that vision down. Warwick is actually heading mid now. He's going to try to do some more in here. They're going to putting a lot of pressure on this mid lane. And both AD carries are just going to go bottom and just try to farm it out.
Oh, Renekton looks like he's about to engage on Jace.
And there's a knock. We're going to keep that from happening.
Keeping her ass up. Jace has no mana right now, so he's either going to go back or Renekton's going to bully him. He needs to go back.
Blitztrick's hovering mid now. They're going to keep anything from... They're just going to keep him from getting on the turret. Alchemist goes on to Jace, sorry. And just going to be able to knock him away again and just keep him off. He is very low on mana. He is going to have to back right now or he's going to risk dying. All right, mid lane again. Blue team's Warwick keeps hovering, tries to push lanes as much as he can. Just add a whole bunch of pressure and keep people there.
Tower dive by Renekton.
Yep. And he's just going to walk away while the Warwick comes up from behind. But I don't think they're going to be able to kill him. And if Jace comes in too far, Renekton's just going to go right on him. And there's the ult. And he does
not eat through the minions.
No. Bit of a
waste. He could still eat through the minions. Oh.
No, it's going to be able to get there in time. He does flat
nice
ignite.
Ult by Warwick to save him. They might pick up this kill on this Renekton.
No, I don't think they will. Actually, it's getting pretty low. In the meantime, mid lane is going to be going.
Nice Tibbers by Annie, catching 3 of them.
No, the third one is the first one was killed before. Tibbers only caught 2 of them, but that's a turret. Oh, the damage from her coming out.
It's slowly starting to be a snowball effect for Team Blue here.
Picking up the Banner of Command, actually. It's actually a pretty good item on the Annie pick. Wow. Already 3 or 4 kills, or how much assists does he have? Actually, just 3, but still did a lot. And Warwick is going to be able to pick up this blue buff. I think at this point with Annie's kills might be better to give it to her, but probably not. Just give it to himself so he can just run through the jungle, just pick everything up.
Yeah, for sure.
Blue team is up has quite a bit of a lead right now. Red team needs to be picking off. Or they just need to find people at this point. I don't think their team fight's quite as good. Red's team fight is good, but they need to be spread out for the Annie especially.
Yeah, they're falling behind. They need to just focus on getting picks off. Dragon just spawned. They got that time. It looks like they're going to pick up a free dragon.
Yeah, it's going to give them a good chunk of change, but they're still going to be behind by quite a bit.
Still behind by 4K.
And Jace actually might be able to pick up is going to be able to pick up this top lane if he keeps going for it.
Oh, the flash snare by Elise.
Is going to keep going on to this, but no one else on their team can follow up with it at this point.
Jace looks like he's just going to get a free tower.
Yeah, at least missing it again. Zig's wasting his ult, not hitting him. Yav is falling very low. Does be able to get that pool. Yeah, and he picks up another kill. And the turret does go down, and actually the Warwick being picked up
by that Sivir Q.
Oh, the Elise going down too. And with them losing that team fight, there's a Renekton coming in. Does get the stun, and that's who you want to give it to is the Ez. Oh, Yav's pool just keeping him alive just long enough.
With that pool, it's clutch saving him time and time again.
Yeah, and they actually will be able to pick up this turret, and while the rest of the red team is going to try to stop this Jace from getting it, but he's going to be able to get below half by the time they get there. Ancient Klopper, that was very, very good for the red team to give it to him. but he's still 3 kills down and 20 CS.
Team Blue slowly starting to pull ahead with that CS lead. Team Red definitely has to focus on keeping their lanes pushed and trying to get the picks in the jungle, you know, a little bit more wards.
Yeah, the Renekton is going to go straight for that Sunfire Cape. The most standard item you can build on him early game, especially against an AD. It just gives him so much. Wave clear and health and armor, obviously, but...
Okay, pink wards take 5 hits to kill now. I did not know that.
Oh yeah, that's right. I seen that last one. I didn't make a comment on it. Instead of 3. I guess I thought 3 was a little bit too quick. And Warwick trying to look, and Yev going to try to take a red buff possibly, or just be in their jungle. Good thing they out red team, or they were spotted by red team's ward, which is pretty good ward placement on their point. Not the greatest ward coverage from both teams, just hovering over that one side. I'm not too sure when the Dragon's not going to be up for a couple minutes still, but I like to see some more wardage over there by them. Like if they had good wardage over here, they would be able to push this tower quite a bit, knowing that if they had the deep wards.
Yeah, Dragon will be up sometime around 21 minutes, and it seems that purple team is definitely keeping that time. So we'll see their strategy as they try to rotate down near there, close to the 21-minute mark.
Looks like Blue's gonna try to siege this tower. Everyone's moving in over now. Annie has that stun. No, not quite. But that's going to be so easy to get back. And again, they got to really watch out for that Annie.
Annie's like they might get a pick on this Jace right here. He has no mana.
Oh, but he's just be able to get away. The Warwick on Elise. Alting on the Elise. Blistrix is going to be able to get away. No, he doesn't. Getting engaged on by procs. The Annie gets dove. Oh, Annie does go down. Alchemist is caught out. He will die himself. Not too worth it to get that. And
disengage.
Red team losing another team fight. And red team needs to be pushing towers at this. Or sorry, blue team needs to be pushing towers as fast as they can right now, which they're going to be rotating mid, getting that while Jace goes top and to get that one.
You know, even though I was given a little slack on that, a little heck on that Warwick pick, he's been doing a really good job with his ults, picking off, finding people with ward coverage in the jungle.
Yeah. So yeah, now sitting about 5k lead still for the blue team. The Ziggs has his Unholy Grail, and he's going to be most likely going for that death cap at this point. There's not too much AD for them to be going Hourglass, but it's still a possibility for them, or for him. While the Vlad did pick up, not Woda hasn't been picked up too much. Usually people get that more jungle-y item, the one that gives the extra damage to minions or whatever it is, instead of going for the Will of the Ancients. And Vlad now picks up the Hourglass, which is actually going to help him out so much. Has 2 saves now.
Yeah, that Hourglass is definitely going to be helpful from that Renekton. He's been harassing mid a lot lately, and it looks like he's just his game plan is to shove top and rotate mid.
Yep. The Elise is building that giant spell, so most likely we'll be going for, was it Warden's Mail? Is that the finished item of it? I can't remember.
For which item? Giant spell into Randuin's?
Oh, it's Randuin's. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm expecting that to come in from Elise. That makes her really strong against the ADs, especially with having the Jace in there, who's going to be able to poke. But at least Elise is able to get on AD carries or ranged champions fairly well when she's in spider form. I think at this point, Red just needs to try to catch people to try to catch up, because at this point, team fighting is starting to hurt them.
Yeah, definitely the CS lead from the purple team, or sorry, the blue team is just starting to become too much.
Oh, and how long that takes really put you up in a vulnerable position. They are going on him not too hard right now, not burning the ult from anybody. Alchemist now getting hard engaged on, and he is going to die. And there's the ult, double ults coming down, but not the greatest placements. Blistertrix is going to fall. There's the double kill for the Jace, the Warwick. Oh, Brood War taking a lot of damage, being able to pick up by Jace. again, and Klopper barely. No, he's gonna die.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a 21-minute ace, and that's really going to make it hard for red team to pick up. Kills at 16-3 right now. Blue team's really gonna have to do something really stupid to be able to lose this game.
They're probably gonna pick up a free dragon after they get this turret.
Yeah.
Well, at least they could.
No, they're not quite able to pick up that turret kill.
Nope. It would definitely be a good idea for purple team to go straight to that dragon. They need all the gold they can get right now.
Yep.
Oh, Renekton just barely missing that Warwick on a recall. Looks like purple team is going to that dragon, so...
He should be throwing Ez middle right now. He does throw that ult, but isn't going to quite clear everything. He should have probably just rotated top and let his teammates get the blue. Yuv does scout that they are going to be getting that dragon. There's nothing he can do at this point to try to steal it or anything. The ward's going over, actually hitting the bush. And red team is going to pick up the dragon.
I think it's 3-0 for dragons on a purple team currently. So they're definitely keeping a good timer on that.
Yeah, Nez is now going to go up top. No, he's just going to go for his red buff for now. And while blue team is barreling down the middle, and he's going to have to give up that red buff before he can finish it off.
They're going to take that turret as fast as they can.
And there's Y'all coming down. Zig's not doing too much damage right now at all.
Good
with
call on purple team to poke as much as they can, knowing that they're going to try to force that turret down.
Agent Klopper taking a lot of damage. He's going to have to go back. And without home guard, he's going to take a while to get back there.
Up, catches the Renekton.
Renekton dying so quick. And Blistertrick's going to fall himself, and that's 3 people down.
This is
looking
like
a free inhibitor.
Quite possible.
They could
GG unless they go Baron.
Yeah, they could keep pushing. Yuv using the hourglass to stop from Agent Klopper's ult. Yeah, they're just going to be able to back out from here. They're probably at this one, they're just going to go back, heal, finish up their items, and just go Baron. Because
they look like to be slowly taking their time, going for the secure win.
Yeah, not trying not to throw it in any ways or in any manner.
Ezreal may run into Vlad over here. Warded, dead.
Shut down.
Oh wow, nice person to get the shutdown on again. That will help him a little bit, but still at this point, yeah, they should have been backing right now instead of giving up kills like that.
Ezreal sees blue team top. He should do his best to shove bot lane as best he can right now.
Yeah,
he needs all the gold he can get.
They need to be shoving mid too, especially with super minions coming in right now, the first wave. And blue team is probably just gonna. They really need they should probably be backing right now. Like I was saying, they need to be able to throw the advantage because the super minions are already at their base, and they don't have. Red team doesn't have any ward coverage on Dragon, or sorry, on Baron, but at least still is gonna be able to throw one down there. The Renekton actually is he getting?
Work maybe going on a free pick on that Ezreal. No, Ezreal just books it.
Zig's using his ult to clear minions when Baron's open. I don't think that's quite the smartest decision. That can be used as a nice steal, but I guess with the Warwick bottom, it would take Warwick long enough to get up there for Zig's ult. It has a fairly short cooldown.
Not much going on right now. It looks like everyone's just doing a standard shoving lanes, getting CS.
Yeah, Warwick's pushing out that bottom one.
Warwick keeping Ezreal away from the bot lane. Good call on him. Just denying him CS as best as they can.
And the blue team is still hovering on this top lane. Going to try to keep it is smart for them to start split pushing with that super minions. Going to keep being able to push that, forcing someone to be over there. Alchemist getting caught out again, and there's the ult, and then he's just going to die.
He saw them coming.
Yeah.
He should have got out.
I don't know. That Renekton's got caught 3 times now. Ugh. He needs to get better positioning or something. Try to figure this out. Brock's actually getting takedown to half, but with that lifesteal under her, she's going to be able to heal up no problem with Bloodthirster.
Good job keeping the minions away from the turret, not letting them take it.
And that's the problem. They are going to have to throw someone mid to get those super minions under check. And they're going to be able to most likely get this turret for free, or they're just going to sit here. Blue team actually is very low.
Oh, it looks like an engage.
The ult's going down. Ballista Shrek's falling very low. So is Micro Derps, but he falls. Same with the Elise. Actually, Warwick dying as well. And Ziggs ulting over, but gets pushes himself back over the wall.
Good job on Ezreal to get all those.
Yeah. And Brock's able to get out of there. Ziggs can't really follow, or else he's going to die. Jace just barely getting away. And that's what red team needs to do to get back in this game. And they didn't take any damage to their main turrets with all those super minions that were in their base. And Renekton just going to be able to sit here and get a bunch of farm.
Yeah, Ezreal doing a good job to stay away from the fight and poking kills from a distance.
All right, I think we got a game now. A bunch of kills to them. Renekton is going to try to keep pushing down these, pushing this away. Super minions aren't. Did the super? No, sorry. No. Did their inhibitor respawn?
Yeah.
It is up. Yeah.
Respawned. Blue team's doing a really good job keeping the enemy team warded in their top jungle. There's none currently right now, but they had it on lockdown most of the time. Purple team finally getting some pinks to clear that out, though.
Yeah, Ballista Shreks with that Warden's Mail is going to finish that Randy wins really quickly, and that's going to give their team a big boost in team fights that they need. And their Microdip's is going to eat that bind, but is going to be able to pick up that ward still with that pink in the area.
It looks like Blue may be trying to force a Baron here. They know they can win the team fight easily, so
I think at this point they should be trying to push out the inhibitor first. So they have to either so red team has to make a decision. I think it'd be a bit better. Alchemist, yeah, getting chunked down to a.
He's being fancy here.
Yeah,
getting caught a lot.
And Warwick taking some damage himself, or actually not taking any damage actually.
Yeah, he's the best.
And red team's gonna try to clear some more wards with some nice pink coverage, and they're just gonna try to keep him off this Baron as long as they can, while all their lanes are gonna be pushing out.
Yeah, purple team's scared. I definitely think blue team should. I think they can easily just take Baron without purple team causing much of a.
Well, the problem with that is that the Ziggs, especially with, just alone the Ziggs and the Ez-ults, there's not a whole lot of space in that Baron pit. And here's the engage come down. Microdip's getting caught out. Isn't able to get any CCO that Annie needs to get out to be useful. She isn't a very good counter engager. She really is the engager of the team, and that's really going to hurt them. And this is going to give purple team a nice opportunity to be able to pick up a lot of CS and just pick up this drag. And what they're doing right now is going to catch them up fairly nicely. But blue team is still ahead by just 7K.
Yeah, Annie not even having a chance to use her stun.
Yeah, she just died.
Definitely hurts.
Yeah.
It looks like she may be going for a Rabadon Rob here.
All right. See this wrap up a bit. Annie is to respond now. She's going to head back over. She does have the large rod, actually, so she's probably going to be going for a death cap, which is going to be nice to see.
Yeah. Purple team's doing a good job of playing safe and going for the picks right now.
Yeah, they're... Sorry, go ahead.
Blue team definitely has to force a team fight here, especially with this inhib up. They need to take this inhib and shove another lane and force a tower down and another inhib, because the counter engage by purple team is quite strong right now, especially with the ult E with the Renekton.
And, oh no, she's not going to go in with her shield up. She's going to probably wait for the next one, or just wait for blue team to engage on them. All right, Renekton's going up pretty far ahead. Going to do a little bit of poke to Warwick. Trying to keep him low up. There's not too much poke necessary from... they have the silver bounce. Chase has quite a bit of poke. And yeah, I guess they have quite a bit. And this inhibitor dropping pretty quickly. There's the ult come down from the Ez, not doing too much. Actually, Prox and Yelv setting just over half health. and they're going to be forced to back off while their bottom turret is going to go down, actually. It's nice by the red team.
Minions for the win.
But the blue team is going to be able to steal this blue buff, no problem. Actually, the ult coming from Ziggs. No, that's not going to...
He just wants to help him out.
Yeah. If we would have waited like another couple seconds, I knew would have got it, but he didn't have any wards in there. That was a good guess, though. It was a good guess. All right, Nez is going to be able to pick up this red buff, going to give him quite a bit of a boost in the team fights.
Blue team realizing they can't force him down, so they're just going to try to shove the lanes.
Yeah, at this point, they got to start split pushing. Even with the lead that they have, they can't really do anything with it.
Well, purple team's doing a really good job of getting all the dragons and keeping them in this right now.
Yep. They've gotten
4.
Well, wow, 4. I was still going to say 3, but so I got you. All right, Renekton's going to hover over here. He has got to be careful. He cannot get caught out again. And that's what really hurt him. Ballista Trick's out of getting caught. A nice ult coming in from...
Elise with the good repel, getting out of there.
And Warwick almost dying. Renekton dying himself. Warwick does eventually go down, but red team is extremely low. And there's comes in the queue, picking up the Elise kill. And there's actually 2 of them are also very low. Yuv and Micro sitting below like 5% health. And Proxy might be able to pick up this kill, but no. There's the ult. Oh, it does pick up the kill on the Sivir, getting the shutdown, and there's another kill from Agent Clopper coming in as well. Very nice.
Purple team's back in it.
Blue team way overstaying their welcome.
This is just a game to show you that it's not over till it's over. So, you know, don't just surrender at 20. Because look what just getting dragon and waiting for picks can do for your team.
Yeah, they were down by, was that 11 kills or something like that?
More.
Yeah, more than that. Just the team fights from the red team really showing how strong their team how strong their team comp really is. Especially with that Renekton not getting caught out like he did. That really hurt them.
Yeah, he definitely noticed that. You know, face checking's bad.
Yeah, that's what you got that ward for now. All right, and Yuv, they're gonna try to clear wards in time. Actually, Yuv not able to pick that one out.
Yeah, both teams just regrouping, regetting buffs.
Yeah, Baron's still completely untouched this game in 33 minutes.
Yeah, everyone's too scared to engage it, but now that the purple team's starting to get a lot more money, this is turning into a game. Oh yeah, definitely. I really still think that blue team should have been going for that red buff, or no, sorry, for the Baron, when they were just going for top constantly. And going to get quite a bit of poke down on this Warwick, but he is tanky enough that's not going to do too much to him. Actually, the Renekton's in a pretty silly position right now. The Annie, really have to watch out for that Annie stun. It is up. Our full combo is going to do a lot, and a lot of damage coming in from the Ziggs now, getting that death cap and the hourglass. And that he was just lacking. Down, though, so it doesn't seem. I don't think blue team's going to do a hard engage here.
Yeah.
But they're definitely going to go for the poking. You know, with Jace and Sivir, they should be able to poke nicely, but somehow Ziggs and Ezreal are just holding them back. They're landing all their skills. Yeah, and red team, blue team is going to try to bait out in this bush. But if they get caught in this bush by like a couple of their ults, especially from the Leon and the Ziggs, that can be really bad for them. I really don't think they should be trying to get a free kill here. You know, and if you're going to, at least have a pink. Yeah. I feel it hurting them a lot more in the team fights than they'd want it to. Just the splash damage that they have from all of red team is really good. Yeah, the ult from Renekton, his AoE is definitely underestimated. He's got that Sunfire on, and he's dealing lots of damage to the enemy team in team fights. Yep. Now that he hasn't been dying. All right, we're going to stop some more of this vision that they have. Blue team looking like they want to try to push down this again, while Agent Clopper is going to try to back. He doesn't have he does have home guard, so he'll be able to get there in time, no problem. And yeah, the poke from Ziggs really showing that it's pretty darn good, keeping everybody below full health, and actually taking Merrick down to half health, like just like that. And they're going to have to back out. Either
try to bait out a Baron fight again or try to do something. Because at this point, red team's just getting closer and closer. Because there's only I went from an 8K lead to a 5K.
They're going back. It looks like they're going straight for the Baron. Finally, we're going to see some Baron action.
And
here.
red really needs to get there now. They might just have to, Zig should just be ulting it right now. They did see that work him down. And
all the flashes down on
red team got Baron with
Leona.
with Leona ult. Gets the Baron buff.
Leona ult.
Was there smite? Yeah, smite was used. I don't think smite was up for that. No, it wasn't. How much damage is Leona's? Leona. How much damage her ult do?
250 plus 38. Wow, that was a great steal by Leona.
Oh my goodness, that's so bad for blue team. Oh no. Oh, that boggles my mind.
Yeah, red team is just getting back in this. Only 4K behind now.
Red team's got
you can see the swing and the confidence increasing. Dragon's up. It seems like they're going to try to make some plays here. They have Baron.
Yeah, they see Jay's top, and they're just going to go for it right now. Renekton is going to show presence. They're not trying to try to get that away. Actually, the damage from Sivir right now is getting huge with that last Whisper in there and the Brutalizer, setting out 353 damage.
Oh.
Now, at the Jay's top, they're doing what they should be doing, as just trying to push as much as they can, try to force the fight that blue team really does not want to have happen. Sorry. And I think at this point, I wouldn't want to be diving if I was red team, unless they can really catch someone out like Sivir with that Leona ult.
Yeah, they definitely have to be careful, but all flashes are up for both teams, so hard engage is definitely incoming.
Yeah, everything's up across the board. I think what really helped purple team was the amount of poke that they can deal out. Really helps them out with the Ziggs just the Ziggs and the Ez.
Wow. Jace getting caught there with all that poke.
Yeah, same with Yav.
Vlad to pull.
America's going to have to back. He probably shouldn't be backing at this point. He has enough range that he should be fine, but still. Oh, a lot more damage coming from the Ez. Prox and Yav even dropping lower and lower every time they go in. And this is going to be most likely a free turret if they don't get there right away. They're going to have to worry about the top lane pushing back, but they still have a couple waves before that really becomes a problem.
I definitely noticed the Ziggs with blue buff is scary. He has his Q every 3 seconds up, so the poke is just ridiculous.
Yeah, and they're just going to back out. No, they're going to try to pick someone off. Oh, the Warwick.
Oh, no.
Oh, Asian Clopper.
Renekton's going to catch this Warwick.
And Warwick is going to get caught. Warwick goes down in seconds. Kodak picks up the kill, and there's the ult from Ziggs doing lots of damage. Microdip's dying instantly as well. And I didn't even see the Sivir die. I didn't even see it. Wow. And the Elf's going to fall himself. There's not much they can do at this point.
Yeah,
there's Leona.
They picked up
and there's Ez. And
Jace.
Broodwar does fall down himself, but Asian Clopper getting down by Merrick as well, but Merrick missing his abilities probably wouldn't be able to pick up Clopper there. And that's an ace from red team. Complete change around.
Yeah,
they're ahead now.
Stay alive there.
And they're going to get an inhibitor, if not win the game. At this point, they could probably push and keep trying to pick people off, but they're probably just going to go top, pick up that turret inhibitor as well. They have enough time with all 4 of them being this high on health.
Oh, I'm excited now. I love the comebacks. It makes me antsy.
Renekton trying to go over the wall like a fancy person, but he's not fancy enough for that.
No. That always happens to me with Riven. I can never get over a wall with my 3rd Q. Like, what is this?
Well, is that like the longest range? Oh, okay, yeah, never mind. It's always funny seeing that happen. Their whole team's just going to back. They're up 2K. They went down from 8 to being up 2. So, good team fights from the red team coming in.
Blue team definitely feeling the pressure. Now they're forced to sit back and D up.
The Annie hasn't been able to do them any good at all since the first 10 minutes of the game.
I think she got ahead so quickly, but she went for so many support items rather than damage. And
Annie?
Yes. And yeah, she's support, but as she was getting fed, I think maybe if she went for a bit more damage, they could have shut the enemy down.
Well, she did go for a banner of command, but I haven't even seen her use it. I haven't even seen the ability used yet.
No?
No, I haven't. I haven't seen that siege minion come out. It probably has somewhere, but I just missed it.
You know what? I don't think I've seen it either. Both teams doing a good job from using their trinkets, though, especially the greater lens.
Oh, yeah. That's very good right now. Diaz picking up that QSS, which is really... I don't know if it's really that needed. There's not too much hard CC built to lock him down, other than the Warwick, of course. That's why it is picked up. But what's Sivir? Where's Sivir? Okay. Sivir doesn't have a QSS or anything. She doesn't have any defensive items right now. That's really going to hurt her. She's probably going to pick it up very last, but I would like to see that right around. This is right around the time you really need your escape items rather than another damage one.
Yeah, I'm really liking and I'm really impressed with Agent Clopper here. He was shut down early game with that Sivir red buff and anti-ignite, but he showed that, you know, he doesn't want to feed. Even though he got shut down in CS, he's still able to kite and do well and pick off kills, and he has really good mechanics, and I think he's going to do well in this tournament. Yep.
I really like Blistertrix. He did go for that Randuin's Omen, and he does have Spear Visage. He is really tanky right now, sitting at 181 armor and 114 MR, so he's just going to be a brick wall. He's even tougher than the Renekton, who's actually going for the time at, which surprising. You usually just see Sunfire right into health on Renektons.
I like getting Ravenous Hydra on Renekton.
Yeah.
It does help with the split push a lot, and especially with the amount of health that he builds, it's really nice to have that extra lifesteal.
Yeah, totally agree with that. The blue team isn't eating too much poke right now. That really hurt them. Just the poke from Ziggs. Actually, Kodiak taking, for how he's not the tankiest Renekton, he really needs to be dodging that. He's the last person that they need to take all the damage. Actually, going straight onto Brewers, the person that really needs to get onto. Nothing coming in from him. Renekton just falling himself, not tanky enough. Blistertrix just nothing's phased him, but he does go down now.
Good cutting by Ezreal. I think he's just going to pick up a couple kills here. He does have the GA.
No, he isn't able to pick that up.
Oh, Warwick just barely escaping with one auto attack. Sivir chasing him down. Good engage
well, it looked like
for blue team, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. They got the person they really needed, which was Ziggs. And Baron's up, which at least none of them are in position up for that to happen. Actually, they did almost lose both their base turrets in that trade. So they really got to be careful now with that inhibitor still exposed. Actually, it's going to be up in a couple seconds, but Red's going to have to back and try to pick someone up right here with... They should be able to with some home guards, but there's only Ez up still, and they're going to be able to pick up this... They're finally going to be able to get this inhibitor.
I just realized I was behind by like 2 seconds for the entire game until now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Jace soloing the dragon. You know, blue team finally looking like they're going to pick up a dragon here.
Yeah. I'm going to pick that up.
285 gold. Liking it.
Well, Brood War figured out the hard way that he needs to stay in the back.
Definitely. You know, we have a good upswing coming back from red team here, but they do have to remember that blue team does have good CC.
Oh, yeah.
And they cannot get caught out like that.
Yep. I think the first two engages seem to be winning these trades. The damage from Brood War, they really cannot be letting him die at 652 AP. With some magic pen under his belt, and it's really he really does a lot of their team's damage, that's for sure. And Ez is actually full built other than finishing up that QSS. And Ziggs himself is missing one item. Sivir's missing an item too. Hasn't finished up that Brutalizer quite yet. But both teams, actually a lot of pots coming from the blue team is what they really need a little bit, I feel.
I just want to point out that Warwick early game, when he stuck top and he did steal CS and stuff from Chase, it did force Elise to stay top a lot of the time. So Elise was denied farm for most of the game, and she's now behind in level. She just actually leveled now.
Yeah, I expect that's actually really good to do against Elise, because Elise is one of the strongest gankers. She has stupid amounts of damage, and she has really good CC with her cocoon. It can secure kills instantly. Yeah,
forcing her to one lane was a very good call on that Warwick, and didn't notice what he was doing at first, but smart plays.
And red team, actually blue team, I'm surprised are going over here rather than trying to pick people off the Baron pit. Or actually, the red team did have so much coverage in there. It's going to be hard for them to really gain that back. Renekton's going the wrong way. He realized that. And he actually burns his dash. It's actually going to be up in 8 seconds anyway. So Brewer taking quite a bit of damage as well. The Sivir getting caught out, not able to follow up on that. No one's in position. No abilities were used. And he's going to get out. The GA coming in now from the Ez. Going to give him a nice boost. Going to keep him from dying and getting focused down. The Sivir isn't going for the GA, which I'm very shocked that she's not going for it. Again, not going any defensive, all offensive. But yeah, she gets caught. It's over. And looks like now they're going to try to go for this. Now they did for the Baron. Sorry, for the Baron. They did clear out all the wards now, other than this one up here. Or actually, it's red team still does have the vision over here, but they know that they're doing it. And I'd like to see another Leona steal.
Yeah, it's looking like the Leona ult is ready to go.
And the Ziggs is probably going to throw his ult any second now. No, blue team does pick that, but the damage coming in from the Ziggs. Kodak falling very low himself. He is going to die. Same with Ballista Tricks. But the damage has already been dealt. Ziggs and Ez just need to try to clean up. But
Ziggs and Eggs are the main damage dealers for the red team, so I think they can definitely come and pick all 3 of these guys off.
Yeah.
You know, no GA on either one of them. Ezreal has GA. They all have mana. Blue team's got to be careful here, even with Baron. This Ezreal Ziggs is dangerous.
Yeah, I would like to see Ziggs' ult come in a bit sooner to try to steal the Baron, but it did the damage it needed to do. Good. Yeah, there's so much wave clear from Ziggs. Laughing along the way. Trying to chase him down. Not eating any poke, which is good on his part, but he's going to be able to force him out before they can pick up that turret.
Yeah.
And their inhibitor did respond.
Underestimating that Jace damage. When he goes into melee form and he Qs onto people, he's just taking out them almost one shot. These carries. So they got to watch him and do their best to stay back. Don't even get engaged on by Jace.
Yeah, and Agent Klopper's going to be able to pick this up, get quite a bit more CS under his belt. He doesn't really need it. He's just going to be potting up at this point of the game. He is fully built. And, yeah. Blistertrix now going for that Haunting Guys. That is a very good item when it's fully finished. Leandrian's on, what's her name? Elise, sorry. Complete brain fart.
No, the gold lead is back in blue team's favor after that Baron and that team fight.
Yeah. They're actually ahead after the one before that one as well. 2 team fights ago. They picked up by 2K.
They're not ready to drop the game yet.
Yeah. It's not over till it's over.
The Leona ult will not be the bane of their existence.
Yeah.
Although Leona has been doing good with her ult, not just on Baron. She's been getting 2 or 3 people almost every time she uses it in team fights, and it's definitely helping them out for the picks and the mass AOE damage.
Yeah, it's nice to see.
Purple has.
Yeah. Past tournaments is pretty much just a complete slaughterfest until the very end. Then the games actually get good for the most part, but it's nice to see some close games at the first couple rounds or the first round.
All right, we got blue team pushing mid here. Looks like they're definitely going to go for this inhib. They're feeling strong. They do not have any GAs, though.
They really got to be careful with that Ziggs poke. And Ziggs has to be careful again. The Jace getting caught out. Merrick almost dying. And it looks like they're going to try to go in here. They're just going to dance and going super speed.
Blue should,
and there's the ult not catching anyone. That's kind of a silly ult, but they're going to keep going on to this Warwick. Renekton's going further into the team. Going to try to take out that. Going to try to pick up procs, but Blistertrix and Cordy are going to be able to fall. Ziggs cannot die. Ziggs does get away, barely by the skin of his teeth. And Renekton and Elise both died for no one, unfortunately. But there's the ult coming out, almost picking up 2 people, just picking up one onto the Jace.
Ezreal.
And there's the Ezreal again.
Nice
Another spell shield coming in from procs, keeping him completely safe from that.
Intense team fight by both teams. That's for sure.
Yep. Wow.
Both teams showing that they both want this.
Oh, yeah.
No one wants to go to the loser's bracket.
Yeah,
today.
First round is always a bad feeling to go off of. Leona only got 1 person, and it's kind of a silly ult to try to use it. They got to bait out that Sivir shield if they want to be using it on the Sivir.
Sure.
Other than that, they're going to be trying to catch as much people as possible. And the all of red team did go straight onto that Warwick, but Warwick is tanking out that obviously he just barely got away.
Yeah, and with the lifesteal off his Q, they weren't really doing much to him. Ziggs did pick up that blue buff though, so he's gonna definitely have much more poke in the next team fight.
Oh yeah. What was I gonna say? I can't remember.
You feel like
I can't remember.
I'm a scumbag. I interrupted you.
Oh yeah, sorry. I feel like that team fight was a bit forced from red. One person decided to go when they weren't quite ready for it yet. But if they're going to catch someone at the ult, again, it has to be try to be on 3 people as possible. But the other 3 were kind of on blue team, were kind of far away that they weren't able to go on them. But nevertheless, it's a really good game and a lot of back and forth.
Yeah, Sivir did just use her ult, and they tried to catch Ezreal. He did burn his flash to get away, so he does not have that for possibly the final team fight.
Yeah, I wonder if team's going to try to wait out the Baron buff, but I think for the most part they're just going to try to keep pushing their advantage now that blue team does have that inhibitor, the mid inhibitor down. All right, Blitztrick's trying to throw out some abilities. Sivir is going to just use her spell shield to catch it.
This is where the Ziggs poke is going to keep them away.
Yep. He can clear mini waves so fast at this point. He just needs to be very careful. Very, very careful that he doesn't die.
All game it seems like Blue's strat was to take that middle inhib and then go for the top turret, but it hasn't been working out for them, so I don't know if they should keep doing it right here.
Well, at this point, it's either this or bottom. It's pretty much going to be the same thing either way, but blue is... I would say blue is the better side to be focusing down or trying to push rather than bottom. Other than the bottom lane is pushing already, but it only takes one Ziggs ability to turn that around. Alright, the Baron buff is going to be up in 50 seconds, so as soon as that's up, I feel like the blue team is probably going to go straight for that. And still just a little bit of poking here, back and forth. And the Sivir is actually sneaking down here, going to try to pick this up, but feel ready, needs to engage, but they're going to send that Ezreal down, but he's not going to be able to stop Sivir by himself. Actually, he's going to he's doing stupid amounts of damage to her, and there's Yelp, but he's going to be able to spell shield that. He's going to get away, and he needs to get back, and they got to start a team fight onto the blue team right now before Sivir can lifesteal.
Yeah, they definitely have a perfect chance to engage. No, blue team backing off.
Yep.
Regroup.
Even Ezreal didn't expect that much damage to be on the Sivir.
Yeah, no doubt. Free dragon up for purple team though. If
I think Ez tried to use as a bit his ult to try to get the Sivir before she seen it. He was able to see it with vision. Because as soon as he used at the end of the team fight, her spell shield's up, and there's nothing there's no killing potential from his ult anymore.
Sivir soloing dragon like a boss and picking up the second one for team blue.
And red team trying to get their ward coverage back in their jungle in their favor.
All right, Baron's up. Blue team's going to take their blue, and I think this is going to be the final team fight here.
Yep.
Unless somebody just gets it.
The respawn times at this point in the game are so long that it's going to be very easy for his team to win it if enough people die. Actually, Warwick using Smite on blue buff. Don't know if that was the brightest thing on their part.
It doesn't look like they're going for Baron, and he's going to shove bot lane. I think they want to have all 3 lanes shoved before they attempt the Baron.
Yep, and there's that super minion being pumped out from the Annie. Yep, and that wave's just going to push again. Actually, Alchemist in a terrible position again. Needs to get out of there before anything else happens. At least for his part, Prox is far enough away that we can't really do anything with it. Not enough damage to follow up until he gets there. All right. Again, thanks you guys for watching. These tournament will be running all of today until about 6 or 7, and then we'll be starting up the stream back again tomorrow around 1 for the finals, for the final couple rounds.
Oh, and they sniped that in quick.
Yeah, yeah. With the amount of AD that blue team has is ridiculous. I like to see Renekton actually picking up a Randuin instead of the Thornmail, but Thornmail is actually pretty good against the Sivir.
Is definitely, I do like Thornmail on them.
Yeah.
It's definitely helpful for the Sivir and the Jace, who is also fed.
Yeah. And hopefully another team fight can be used. I'd like to see that ult from... Actually, yeah, Ez did the right decision throwing that mid and trying to stop that. But they're going to have to fall back to their main turrets to be able to stop these soon-to-be super minions from breaking in their base.
Renekton trying to get his rage power up for this team fight. Getting poked down.
Ez is forced away, and there's the go-ahead.
The engage. Takes out Ziggs immediately. This team fight is not looking good. Leona just barely escaping.
Yeah, Ez really needed to stay with this team.
Yep.
Really needed to stay with this team.
They did pick the Annie, but it's looking like GG here.
Yeah, this is going to be the end of the game.
Oh, Ezreal possibly getting the...
All right, another shutdown coming on, and yeah, it's going to pick him up, and there's going to be the fall, and there's the ace, and the respawns are way too long for them to be able to do anything, and that's going to be the end of the game. Good game from both teams.
Definitely.
Red team almost coming back, but
so
is that Ziggs getting caught, but which sucks. But they really blew everything to get right onto him. But again, good game all around, and stay tuned, guys. We'll try. Apparently, we're having lag issues or technical difficulties, so we'll try to fix that up for the next game, and we'll be back shortly.
Yeah, thanks for watching.